you? My name's Samantha and this is the very overdue episode 3 of the Khaos Kismet podcast. This is my co-host for today, apparently. This is Lilith. Lil, you want to show your face to the people? No? Okay. So this is the back of Lilith's head. This is actually the second time I've tried to record it. She did decide that she doesn't want to go in her dog crate. What she wants to do instead is lie either next to me or directly under the tripod, eating the noisiest bone she can find. So we've put that in a safe place now, so hopefully we might get to actually podcast. What do you think, Lil? Think we can do that? Yeah. Okay, it has been 3 weeks. It was not meant to be 3 weeks. I missed 1 week from me being ill. I've missed 1 week from the children being ill. And then for the last week they've been off. It's been half term, which I think is a sort of spring break thing in the US. But they've been off school for a week. So yeah, it's been fun. Because of all of this, you would think 3 weeks I would have a lot more to show. I don't. I have some stuff. I've got a little bit of, got some knitting, some crocheting, a little bit of cross stitch, and some plans, some sewing plans. So, oh, and she's off. Hopefully she's not going to do anything noisy now. Yeah, of course she is. Lil? No. Come here. Come here. No, she's just going to be really noisy with that instead. Oh dear. Give me a second. Okay, in my infinite wisdom, instead of pressing the pause button again, I managed to press the stop button. So I might have to learn to edit things. It'll be fine. Okay, let's actually get into things. What have we got? Oh, the first thing. This. Oh, I don't think I've got room to stand up here. Actually, I will show you a picture. This is my electric squeeze tee. This is the thing that I've been testing for the last couple of podcasts. There we go. The electric squeeze. And all of the things for this will be on my Ravelry. I've literally just finished it before I started podcasting. I haven't blocked it yet, which is why it looks a little bit, I'm thinking stroking my top, it's fine, don't mind me. You can see that it does need a little bit of a block, but mostly I'm pretty happy with it. I'll show you a picture of it on me, because I have actually updated my Ravelry with pictures. See, on me it is a little short, so I'm trying to get with the glare on it. It is a little short in the body, but that's a me thing, because I have quite a long torso, and that is something that I know about myself, and yet I did not knit it any longer than I was. I just knit it completely to pattern, apart from I've done the ribbon on the sleeves a little shorter. My bra straps are falling down. I've knit the ribbon on here a little shorter because I was worried about running out of yarn, essentially. And I will tell you, there's not very often where I think I really need to go on a diet. I really need to lose weight. Knitting 6 inches of finger and weight ribbon in my size. I'm this close. My choices at the minute are go on a diet or never knit another finger and weight top. I'm leaning towards the never knitting another finger and weight top. It's gorgeous, I love it, it's really comfy, it fits well. I think she's releasing the pattern next week. I do believe she said it's next week. So I could look it. I got these matching sets. So my other half's got one that says the boss, and he was happy about that till he saw mine. So yeah, electric squeeze tea will be out next week. All the details will be on my Ravelry, which I will link down below. And what else? I have spoken about this in my last 2 podcasts as well, so I don't want to go on about it too much. I used Cascade's Heritage, which I have. Cascade Heritage, and it is in colour 5614. So, oh my gosh, can you see that? There you go, 5614. That leads us nicely onto a whip, because I had to like crack open another ball of it. I did think that I was running out of yarn, and then it turns out I have another ball of it. But I mentioned before, it's not quite the same. It looks the same, but it's slightly different. So I didn't want to have to break into this one. But also, by the time I was putting the ribbon on the sleeves, I was just like, I want it done. So this is another test I'm doing. I've pulled all my little ends in. And this is the cactus pouch. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. And it just needs to have the straps. I've made the straps, I just need to attach them, and then it's going to have a little flower on there. And it's the perfect size for 100 gram of fingering weight. So I've been using this as a little yarn cozy, because I don't actually own a yarn cozy. It's one of those things that I keep thinking I should really get one, and then I never actually seem to get around to doing it. So I think this might be my new yarn cozy. For this one, I'm using some, I don't even think they make this anymore. It's Drops Love You, I think it's called. And this is the fingering weight one, held double. And it's come up lovely, it's really nice and soft. And it's very nice to work with. So yeah, there's not much else to say about that. I'll give you all the details on this once I'm finished it, and I can give you a full review of the pattern. So I should be finishing this sometime in the next couple of days, I would imagine. So we've had a finish, we've had a whip, so now obviously we need another finish. Let's have a look. Oh, do you remember the pig? I made the pig last night. I made another one. This one's for my mammy, because she collects pigs. This one's got pants on. Can you see the difference in colour there? I didn't think I would have enough of the pink left, and it turns out I would not have had enough left of the pink. So I've managed to get 2 pigs out of one ball. I have got a little bit left, but it wouldn't have been enough to do the pants area. And so yeah, made another one of these. And now that I've shown it to you, it can go off to my mother. And it's Mother's Day here soon, so I might send her it for that. The UK has Mother's Day on the 19th, I think, of March this year. And I'm really sorry if you can hear the dog, she's still going at that bone. Oh dear. Right, so pig, another finished object. This, I don't think I had started the last time. Right, let's see. Woo. Right. Doesn't really go with this outfit. However, this is a hood. It's got popcorn stitches down there, and this is dragon scales. I can't actually see you right now, so I hope you can see this. And this was another test that I'd done. It's got these bits here, so you can, if you have longer hair, I'll show you it in a picture in a minute actually. If you have longer hair, you can tie them and have your hair coming out the front, and it keeps it on a bit better. But I quite like it. I think this is going to go in the shop though, because it's not necessarily something that I would wear but it is very nice, and it was really nice to work up. I shall show you. It's called the Loris hood, and that it is. See what I mean? If you have like lots of hair, I'm trying to get with the glare on it. If you have lots of hair, you can poke it out the front a little bit. And there's lots of people who just use one colour variegated, but I saw it and thought that would look amazing in black and red, and I think it does. I'm really happy with it. I've used just paint box iron for this, 100% acrylic. You need to block the scales though. I gave them a very, very light blocking, and I think I might need to go over and do them again. Because with acrylic I'm always a little scared about over blocking, so I'd rather do a little bit and then see how it goes. But the pattern is out now. It's a great pattern. You essentially make it flat. So you make it flat and then you seam it up here using these bubbles. Bubble stitch? Popcorn stitch? I don't know. One of them. Bubbly popcorns. There we go. And yeah, super easy, very well written pattern. I did not have any issues with it at all whatsoever, and neither did any of the other testers. And then these, I just used whatever I had left out the balls. You can use whatever you like. Some people did like mega chunky ones. Some people just did like little I-cord ones. Up to you. But it looks good in lots and lots of different colours as well. Let's see. I have two more finished objects. This is my design. It's a cowl. So we've got two different colours here. One of them is this, which is from, it's called Heritage, and it's from a company called Mariners in the UK. Unfortunately, since I have bought this, made this, they have gone out of business. So you're not going to be able to get this anymore, but it's a shame because it's, I don't know if you can see, it's 100% acrylic, but it's got that slight sort of, it's not quite woven. It's very ever so slight. Do you know what? It's like a single ply. So it's kind of fluffy, but not really, and it's super soft. So I'm very sad that they've gone out of business. I had some more of these as well, but I used them at Christmas time to make a gift for somebody. So I've used this, which as you can see is variegated, and just held it, mixed it with this cream. They're both DK. This is Stylecraft Special Iron. And this is a pattern that lends itself very well to having a solid colour and a variegated, because it makes it look more fancy than it is. It is a super simple stitch pattern, and I've been trying to get it up on my blog for the last couple of weeks. I'd even posted on Instagram saying, look at my cowl, it's going to be up on the blog. I'll show it. I'll put it on for you. There we go. So I like cowls that actually like cover your neck for the winter time, but I don't like them that are really like ugh. So I thought this was a good happy medium. There we go. You can make it in whatever colours you want, you can make it in whatever size you want. I'm hoping this week to actually have this up on the blog as a free pattern. I don't know if I mentioned before, that's generally what my plan is to have patterns free on my blog, and then give you the option of having a paid PDF which would have more pictures and like more information in it. But I'm going to have to remake this now in a more available yarn, so it'll be fine. And I'll be able to get that up, and I'll be able to get that one photographed and get that up as a free pattern, and then when I'm writing up the PDF I will make another one. And while I'm making another one, I might try and do a video tutorial to go with it. I've never done a video tutorial before. We shall see. It might go horribly wrong, but we don't know unless we try, do we? So yeah, so that's that, and I have one more finish, which is a cross stitch finish. It's a little bit of a cheaty finish. The stitching, like this part, I actually did this quite a while ago. It's a Lizzie Kate pattern, and I just did it on a random bit of linen that I had, and I just picked my own colours for it. The lettering here, that's done in a variegated thread, which I love using variegated thread for things like letters, because, and again, it makes it look like you've put a lot more effort in than you actually have. This is the lovely fabric. Just a random fat quarter I had, and then I just attached this pom-pom trim to it, which was an absolute nightmare, I will say, because it's got, ooh, see these little bits here? Well, when you cut it, because, can you see how close they are? So when you cut the trim, you have to be very, very careful, because otherwise you get pom-poms hanging off the end. And because I wanted this to match this, it was difficult. And then this strip up here that you have to sew, oh my goodness, it's got all sorts of threads, and it's the sort of stuff that just unravels really quickly. So that was a little frustrating, but I think it looked really nice, and I'm very glad that I did it. So these are super simple wall hangings. This is something that I might do a tutorial on at some point as well, actually. You just get this, and you put fabric around it, and then sandwich it like a quilt, flip it inside out. Yeah. So there is that. I think that's going to be going up in my Etsy shop as well. I did want it up for Valentine's Day, but just because everything has been so manic, I've not been able to put anything in my shop. I had all these big grandiose plans for getting my shop filled up, and it never happened. So, oh, there's another little thing. I don't know if I showed you this before. Give me a second. Ooh. Little Gwyn Weeper. It's actually called the Gwyn Weeper. The pattern I got on Ravelry somewhere. He's meant to be black. He's meant to be holding a little scythe. Mine is obviously not black. I made mine pink, and then I made him a little heart balloon in green, because my partner's favourite colour is green, and mine is pink. So, you know, even death can get dressed up for Valentine's Day. So yeah, that was just like a nice, super quick. We didn't really do Valentine's Day, so got him that little thing. And I think that is it for finishes. Whips. What do we have for whips? Sticking with cross stitch. Ooh. We have a pusheen, and this is part of a little kit. And I just got this on Amazon. It's just a nice little, is the book in this one? No, of course not. It's just, Oh, a nice little easy kit to do. You get your fabric in it, your Ada, you get your threads, ooh, you get a little hoop. You only get one hoop, but I'm not going to use the hoop for finishing mine anyway. I've got an idea about how I want to finish it. You get the needles, and then you get, I don't know where the little book is. You get just a little book as well that has, it actually teaches you how to cross stitch. And then it's got the 3 patterns in it as well. And they're super simple patterns. The only thing I will say about the patterns though is I got my colours mixed up, because there's a dark grey and there's a dark brown, and in the book they looked, it's probably just a me thing, but they looked the other way around. So I've outlined it in the dark grey, and I've done the little like cat bits, the little stripes and things, I've had to do them in the dark brown. And now I'm just like filling it in, so it's easy enough. I've just got it sitting on my table when I fancy. I just put a couple of stitches in it, and there's no counting or anything for this now, it's just filling in. So yeah, I'm going to do all 3 of those, and then I have a finishing idea for them. Right, what other whips do we have? Oh yeah, I want to talk about this one a little bit. Now, this is a very, very, very long-term whip. Ooh. I'll get you the picture to show you what it's supposed to look like, because right now it looks a little creepy. So it's supposed to look like this. Now, if you don't know this artist, her name is Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, and she does a lot of work with Disney. She does everything in this kind of style. So this is Alice in Wonderland and Snow White. Now, she's been on the art scene for a long, long time. She's got a lot of merch. She's pretty famous. She's got a lot of these Heaven and Earth designs done. But what she's also done is not the Disney ones, because she paints and sells them at one of the Disney parks. I can't remember which one. But what she's done with a lot of her personal designs is she's just released them into the world and taken the copyright off them and said, have at it. You do what you like. Just credit me as the artist. And I thought that was really, really nice of her. So I'm not going to take this out the hoop, but this is what we have so far. Now I'm doing this as a colour completing project, just because literally I think it was like 18 or 19% of the pattern was black. It's in 310. Oh, I made this bag as well, just to keep it in. So yeah, because this is my oldest whip, what I decided to do was have this as my 100-day challenge. And if you don't know about the 100-day challenge, it's been going on for a couple of years now. It started on the 22nd of February. Me, in my infinite wisdom, started posting my 100-day challenge pictures on the wrong Instagram account, because I'm good like that. So I'm going to be, I think we're on day 4. Today's day 4. So from today, I'm going to be posting on my actual Khaos Kismet Instagram account. And I don't have a set amount of stitches I'm trying to get in it every day. I'm just making sure that I stitch something on it every day. Like today, I'm not going to get many stitches on it because I've got a billion things to do. And let's say my partner's going to be here soon. So I'm not going to get much on it today, but then there's other days where I might get quite a lot done on it. As long as I'm doing something on it every day. The 100-day challenge is literally just, you pick a thing, and some people are doing it for, what's her name? Yarn and Pyjamas. She's doing a tidying thing. where she picks an area and spends 5-10 minutes a day organising and sorting that area. There's other people that are doing sort of the same as me, where they've got a bigger project and they're just trying to do a bit of it every day for 100 days. There's people that are doing it for exercising. There's people that are doing it for drinking water. That you can do it with literally anything. And the idea is just everybody's together on Instagram, use the hashtag 100-day challenge 2023, and you see what everybody else is doing as well. And it's not just a crafting thing, you can do it for literally anything. Something that you want to get in the habit of doing. Or a big project that you want to break down into smaller chunks. And you don't have to set time limits. It doesn't have to be, I do this for X amount of time every day. You just pick what you want to do. If you want to set time limits, go for it. It's your challenge. You do what you like. As long as you can see progress for yourself, and as long as you're moving forward, even if it's just getting one stitch in something, then progress is progress. You know, it's one stitch more than you had before. So yeah, so that is my 100-day challenge, and it's kind of been working so far, because it's one of those projects where I think it's a huge project and I need to sit down and I need to do it. But no, actually I literally can just pick it up. I keep my pattern for it on Pattern Keeper. I literally just have to switch on my tablet, pick up where I left off, which is very obvious because, you know, there's usually a needle or a thread attached to it. If there's not a needle or thread attached to it, it doesn't matter where I start. So yes, I just give myself a kick up the backside that I need. Right, I have one more whip, and it's not a very interesting whip, but it is this. Corner to corner, I have a cone of, I can't remember the colourway, it's Lily Sugar and Cream, and I've got this just sits by my back door, and when I let my dog out, you've probably seen her, because I'll probably leave the starter bit in with the dogs in it. She's not a small dog. She's a Staffy Lurcher cross, so she's quite big and she's quite strong, and she has like the chase thing that Lurchers have, and a Lurcher's kind of just like a big greyhoundy type scruffy. They're like scruffy greyhounds essentially. So she's got like what's it called? It's like a chase response. And most of my neighbours have cats, apparently. And she also likes to chase birds. She is very, very convinced that she can catch birds that are flying across the garden. She's also very, very convinced that she can catch the aeroplanes that fly across occasionally. I love her ambition. However, it means that she can also jump over the 6-foot fence I have around my garden. So when she goes out, I've got like a 50-foot recall leash for her, and when I let her out in the garden I have to put that on her, because otherwise she chases the cats and the birds, and that's not good. So while I'm standing at the back door with her, this is my back door project. It's just a very, very simple corner to corner. And I use these for when I wash my dishes. I have like my draining rack, and then I have things underneath them, and that's what this is going to be. So I just have like a pile of these, and then when it gets a little bit wet I can just weed it up, put it in the wash, and then I don't have it sitting there and it catches all the water, because this is an old house and the kitchen needs ripped out and redone again. And the draining board doesn't actually drain properly, so I have to have something underneath it. It's not my house, it's a rental. If it was my house, the whole thing would be ripped apart by now. But it's a rental, so I'm hoping to move out this year sometime. Oh dear. So I think... Oh no, I have one more thing. So that's just, I say, sugar and cream, corner to corner, and I'm using a 4.5mm hook, if that's of any interest to anybody. And it's just a super simple backdoor project. This is definitely my last whip. Now this is not my normal colours, so that's how much I've got left in the first bottle. So it's gone quite far actually. This is going to be a hexie cardigan. I'm just folding it. Right. No, wait. That's not right. So, no, that's not right. What am I doing? Eventually. This is going to be a hexie cardigan. So we'll do that. That bit goes there. And I'll have a little cuff around the bottom and here. Now, say, this is not my normal colours. This is stuff that I bought to make my partner a top, who then decided he did not want said top. So this is Windy with Wool, DK. The colourway is 5315. There we go. And it's lovely, it's nice and soft. It's just not the colour that I would normally pick. But I have this much of it. Because my partner is a 6-foot ex-rugby player, and in order to like knit him a jumper, which is what I'd originally bought it for, I had to buy an absolute ton of wool for it. So now I'm left with all this, because he's into like earthy tones, browns and greens and things. I'm more into like the purple, the pink, the black. So I thought, you know what, I keep seeing all these hexie cardigans everywhere. I thought I'm just going to make one and use up this. And even if it's not in my normal colour palette, even if I just end up wearing it in the house, then I have made a thing. It will be a useful thing, it will be cosy, it will be warm. And it is a nice mindless project to work on. Right, that is definitely all, yes, that is definitely all my finishes, all my whips. And the only thing that I have left is plants. So we have green fabric, we have black fabric. I bought this on eBay. It's only, in fact I'm not going to open it, I'm going to start rustling it. It's just a metre of fabric each. It was only like £3 or £4 a metre. And it is, because it's World Book Day this week, my darling little cherubs have picked their costumes. Now, my 10-year-old, is quite into anime at the minute. Now, I quite like anime, and so I sit and watch it with him. But I also, it's hard. It is very hard. Parents, if you never ever watch anime, don't just randomly let your kids watch things, because there's a lot of things that they can get away with in an animated setting that they can't get away with normally. So do your research before you let your kids watch an anime. My son only gets to watch things that I have pre-approved, because having watched anime myself, some of it is very not suitable. But he does like this one. This is called Demon Slayer, and he wants to dress up like this for World Book Day. A lot of the anime as well, they come with books. Anime is like the thing that you watch on telly. The books are manga. So there is manga to go with this. So the green and black is so that I can make the jacket. He's absolutely not getting a sword to take to school. That would be a terrible idea. Like, can I take a samurai sword? No, you cannot take a samurai sword to school. Even if it's made of wood, you cannot take a samurai sword to school. That is a hard pass. Thank you. So we've got that one, and my 8-year-old wants to go as a necromancer from World of Warcraft Illidan. So I don't have a picture of that, but he's got like it was a fancy dress thing from years ago that it had, and it's just like a black thing, and it's got green skulls, and it's a Halloween-y thing. So I'm gonna make him a hood to go with that, and he's got a little plastic skull. My 8-year-old's into weird stuff. He's got a little plastic skull, so I'm going to make him a bag to put his little plastic skull in, and he can walk around pretending to raise the dead at school. I swear I'm not a terrible mother. But he likes fantasy stuff, and we do tend to lean a little bit more towards the more unusual side of life in this house. Dear. So I think that is everything. I think I've probably talked for long enough. Yeah, because we're at 34 minutes on this one, and then I must have been talking for 10 minutes on the other one. So yeah, I think that's us. Let's see, plans for this week. Ooh, plans. I need to do the World Book Day costumes, because that is on Thursday. And I think that's it. I think I'm going to take a week off. I've been getting pain in my fingers, so I think I'm going to take a little bit of a rest, and not, I mean, I'm still going to be doing stuff because it would drive me absolutely crazy if I didn't, but I think I'm going to be not going quite as hardcore as I have been. So yeah, I'll spend a little bit of time doing, I need to block this, a little bit of time doing some other stuff, working my whips a bit, maybe get my cardigan done. We shall see. I need to do a lot of admin this week as well, get some stuff up in my Etsy shop. The good thing is it's starting to get a bit lighter now, because the lighting in this house is awful. It's very, very hard to find somewhere, even to like getting my lights set up. It's still very, very difficult to find somewhere with good lighting, and it's a sort of all the rooms are quite narrow. So I don't know what I was thinking, but it'll be fine. It'll all work out. Everything's good. I think I need to. I'm debating about my hair, because this is the first time you'll have seen it without a headband in. I'm torn between the let's grow my hair out and let's dye it back to being, because normally I have dark hair, but I stopped dyeing it to try and like give my hair a bit of a break. But my hair is so like, you can see all the, what my mother refers to as her very, very, very blonde bits. So I don't know what to do with it. I keep dithering. I've got the dye there to dye it. I don't know if I should, or if I should just keep it. I mean, I'm losing the grown old gracefully battle, so I might as well dye my hair. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I should dye it, or do you think I should leave it? We shall see. Right. I think at this point I am just waffling. So I shall go, and I will see you on Friday, hopefully, all being well. Everything should be back to normal this week, so kids are back at school, everything should be back to normal. And if they go back to school and they pick up another bug and bring it home, I I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Until then, enjoy, have fun, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.